Hey guys, welcome. In this lesson we're gonna learn about how to we're gonna train and we're gonna see how to find products from the start to from beginning to end. Okay, we're gonna go all over what we did in the previous lessons. We're gonna implement it right here in this lesson. Okay, so as you already learned, the first thing we do is we go to Google and we search for bestsellers on Amazon. Now, before that, I just want to say that before you start working, you need to have all of your sites ready. Okay, so it's Zik, it's Amazon, it will be also eBay, and it will be also your monitor. Okay, AutoDS, DSM, whatever monitor you work with, everything needs to be ready right here so you can start to work. Now, bestsellers on Amazon, right here. I take some product, let's say tools and home improvement. I want to take some product, I want to copy the title, I prefer taking products that are Prime, so I can find dropshippers that do dropshipping with Amazon Prime. It's taking me a bit of time because I'm searching for products with short titles. So I'm copying it, and I found 10 results. Okay, so this product is not very saturated, not a lot of people use it, and now I can see all the sellers that are selling it. Now all the sellers are dropshippers from Amazon. Maybe this one is not, but all of the other ones have the same picture, and we can start scanning them. Okay, so as we learned, we wanna focus on the sellers with the least feedbacks and the most sales. Now in this specific search, we've seen that no one actually sold the item, but that doesn't mean anything. Okay, they probably have a lot of other items that actually were sold and sold in a good way. So personally for me, I filter by the feedbacks. Okay, from the lowest to the highest, so we can start opening new sellers. This one is from Thailand, this one is from Israel. Let's open about 4 sellers and see how can we go on from here. Now you should add it to watch list if you want to watch it, if you think it's a good seller. This one is not a good seller. He has a terrible sell-through, sold only 10 items, so I just close it. This one is also, it's a new seller, you can't really judge, but it does have some items that are okay to search, but I want to focus on better sellers. Okay, so this one from Thailand, he has not a very good sell-through, but he sold a few items. He sold almost 300 items, so I can learn from him. This one from Israel also has not a very good sell-through. Okay, so let's just open a few more. This one is not very bad, not very good, but not very bad. This one has a lot of items, and he also sells a lot of items. The sell-through isn't good, but he probably makes a good profit from this revenue of 200,000. Now we have found 4 sellers that are dropshippers. Okay, from this specific search we can search for another item and do the same thing, but from here you have learned this method also, but I will repeat it. We can open the items of the sellers. Okay, so we can scan the title of this one, for example, and you can see that there are only two sellers with the specific title selling the specific item. This one from Thailand, and the one that probably copied it, lowered the price, and is not selling. Not a big surprise, but he's not that bad. Okay, his stats are better than this one from Thailand, so we can actually learn from him. Okay, so let me just remind you, we opened we search for a title from Amazon, and we opened a few sellers. From these sellers that we opened that are dropshippers, we can open a few sellers more, and we can see bad sellers or good sellers. We can see who we want to track, who we want to learn from, who we want to copy, whichever method that you work with. Now, let's say I wanna dig into this seller. I wanna see what can I learn from him. So let's just choose a product. Let's choose this one, for example, heated seat cushion cover. Now you have a few options. Now you can copy his items, you can find similar items, and you can research the niche. Okay, so let's see how much does he make. This is his profit. Okay, so he makes $2.50 on this specific item. Now you can go into it and you can copy the item if that's the way that you work. You can lower the price, you can make a higher price. It's basically your decision. But if you do that, I suggest you make a better title than him, because probably if you don't change the title, it won't sell, and if it will sell, it will sell less than him, because he was the first one or one of the first ones to sell this item with this specific title. Okay, so that's one thing you can do. You can copy the item, you can make a better title. Now if it's not green here, you can see all is green with this seller. Yeah, but sometimes Zik doesn't find the item on Amazon because maybe the seller doesn't have UPC in there, or I don't know. So you can search it like this. Okay, I want to take this one. I want to copy the EAN or the UPC, doesn't really matter, usually it will find both. And we found the item. Okay, now if it doesn't have a UPC, you can search by title. This one right here, as you see. And if the title doesn't work, you can copy some part of the description, and Amazon will probably find it most of the times. Not all of the times, but most of them. Amazon will find it. Let's try copying this one, maybe. Yes, bingo. Okay, so you can search it by the UPC, by the title, by some part of the description. You can take the item to your store, you can make a better title, you can lower the price if you want, you can do the same price, you can do higher price. Basically it's your decision, but I don't really like to work this way. I prefer doing research. Okay, so let's just choose I don't know, a generic item, something that I know Amazon will have a lot of these. Heated soft cat pet bed. Okay, so now I can see that the seller sold 7 of these in a month, so that's a good item. We want to focus on the items that were sold the most. Okay, so it's pretty dynamic. You can take an item that were sold 10 items and more in a month. You can take items that were sold 5 and more. It's basically up to you. It's what works best for you. Personally, for me, I like to research the items that were sold 8 times and more in a month. If they were cheap, of course. If they are expensive, then one is also good, because expensive items aren't being sold as much as cheap items. But when we focus on cheap items that we want to sell a lot in a month, we want to sell again and again each day, it's kind of dynamic. I'd say more than 8 times a month or more than 10 times a month. So this one sold 7 times. It's probably okay. Let's take this one for example. Now we can take the main keywords, okay, the main keywords that describe the item, and we can go to Amazon. We can go to Amazon and we can find similar products, okay, because we know that if this one was sold, then if we bring a similar product in a cheaper price, we can also sell our product and make a higher profit. And if we want to research the niche a bit more, be more exact, be like detectives, then we can do like this. We scan the title and we want to see the main keywords that basically describe the item. So I'd say it's cat, pet, bed, house, maybe. Cat, pet, bed, house. Let's see. It's not exactly this item. Condo, maybe. Yeah, that one is better. Okay, we can go inside the item and see it a little bit more. Okay, so it's also a bed and it's also a house. It's a nice thing. And we can see a lot of variations of this item. Now we can see items that a bit more expensive, and a bit more like complex, and we can see items that are simple. Okay, so this one is basically very similar to ours, basically very similar to our item, and it cost 71. Okay, it cost $71 and it was sold 26 times. That's crazy. Nothing very special about this one. Now the seller also doesn't have that much feedbacks. 5,000, it's not that much. I don't see nothing special in this item, and I can see in the similar items the item that we just seen. Okay, just for the sake of an example. And we can see that there are more complex items with like more I don't know, activities. This one is also similar to ours. Okay, so let's just see. Our competitor sold it in 37. This one is 29. This one is 37, 37. $35. Okay, so we can see the average price is 41. Okay, our competitor sold it below the average price, and we learned that we can sell it in this price, basically, maybe less, maybe even more. Okay, people are selling the item in as we just saw, 71. It's crazy. But let's focus. So as we just saw, the main keywords are here: cat, pet, bed, house, condo. I want to copy it to Amazon and find a similar product. Sorry, I want to find a similar product in a lower price. Okay, so this is our item. Basically you can filter by prime and by price. So what you can do here is like minimum one. You want to find products that cost less than 30 on Amazon, because this one is 30. Okay, you can filter also by item specifics, so it will be more specific. And you can filter by stars, whatever you choose. I like to use 3 stars. So now we have 25 results. We can see this item, our item, and we can see an item that is cheaper by $2. Okay, so let's see how much profit does he make from that one. Basically I think it's $3 profit, something like that. No, it's 1.5. So if we would put this one in the same price, maybe a little bit lower than him, we would do a bit basically about 3, maybe $4 profit. Okay, basically it's the same item, and we could do a larger profit. You can look at this one also. This is a pet condo bed, and it costs 27. Okay, 27. This one costs 30. So I want to keep this open, see what options also do I have. This one is not that similar, so I don't know. Let's look at this one. Looks very simple, so I wouldn't take it. Okay, so basically for this specific niche we have found one product that fits our criteria. It is cheaper by $3. Okay, it is cheaper by $3 than our competitor's item. So if we would list it like $1 less, if we would list it in $36, and we are cheaper than him in $3, he makes a profit of 1.5. I know I'm doing it in my head, so it's a bit hard, but it's like we could do $4 profit here, I think, something like that. Okay, so it's a similar item, basically it's the same, and we can do a higher profit on this one. So that's how we go. Okay, we find sellers, we find drop shippers on Amazon, we find the niches, we can research the niches. Okay, something I think I forgot to tell you is look at the sell to. When you look at the niche, it's a very good sell to. More than 800 successful listings, almost 70. It's sold very often, it is sold every day, so it's a very good niche. And when you research the niche, when you research the average price, you can go over and see the similar products that the products that you want to bring similar products of. For this one, I don't know, you can even bring a product and price it in like $10 less than him. You can price it in 60 and you can make a huge profit. So that's it. That's how you find products, that's how you research niches, that's how you find sellers, that's how you find good sellers, that's how you find more sellers, that's how you can copy the item of the seller, you can bring similar products. And for this example, if you do $3, $4 profit on this one, and you have like a thousand items that were sold in this profit in your store, so that's a pure profit of $3,000. Okay, so this is just one example. This item is just one example. You can bring a lot of these items, and that's basically how you make profits from drop shipping from Amazon to eBay. That's it. Thank you guys.